come for a break?
We'll go back to Rabbi Shleimer. Shleimer. On Peites, Shleimer, he started saying that need to see Brusud Libe. Middle of Daled, yeah, second paragraph. He started saying that by doing mitzvahs, we're teifus atzmus. How does this fit with the need of Nitvasi Berusa the Libe, that the Berusa the Libe is teifus atzmus? So he says that doing Torah mitzvahs after the Berusa the Libe, that's teifus atzmus. Because the Kim Torah mitzvahs after Berusa the Libe is higher than Berusa the Libe itself. So now he explained what it says in the Zohar. Needs to see Berusa the Libe. There's two concepts. First, the Berusa the Libe itself, your teifus the Eibishter. Then is the Berusa the Libe is only a preface to the doing of Torah mitzvahs afterwards, which then only doing Torah mitzvahs afterwards is teifus atzmus. Atzmus mamish, he calls it. Atzmus mamish is only through doing Torah mitzvahs. But why? Why do we need the Berusa the Libe first? So he says, because when is Ma'aseh mitzvah teifus atzmus is when it's bebittel. And when is the Asiyas mitzvah even of bittul, when the Avid that brings this mitzvahs, the doing of mitzvahs is Ava Atzmis. To explain, there's three levels in Avid. There's Avid, there's Sapitam Das, what she knows the Eibush is his creator, so he wants to connect to his creator, he wants to connect to the source. Then even when he thinks about the greatness of Hashem, how he wants to not have any Gilui, he wants the Eibush himself, till the end of the day he wants something. So therefore when he does mitzvahs, he wants to connect with this ultimate greatness of the Eibush, which is beyond being a creator. That's not gonna be ultimate bittul. He's searching for something. When he does mitzvahs after Rusul Libe, that's already without any search, because he said before, what's Rusul Libe? Like a child searches his father. He screams out Father, and it touches the essence of the Father. And once he does the mitzvahs, after such a connection with the Eibishter, he's doing the mitzvahs not because he's searching for anything, rather he only wants to do the Eibishter's will in the way of Kabbalah Sil. He says, this bittul in doing mitzvahs is even stronger than the bittul of Rusul Libe. Even though Rusul Libe is also bittul, because it's not about me, it's about the Eibishter. I want to connect with the Eibishter. Still, this is even a stronger bittul, and only then, through doing mitzvahs in such a way, is Amshach Sa'etzim.
In other words, to make a mitzvah ongoing.
On that's the best thing. Yeah. Shleimer, let's learn the insight. Shleimer, Tam al Zeh, Shegam Aydei Rusul Libe in Teifus Ma'atzvus Mamish. Why is it that even when a person has Rusul Libe, he doesn't grasp Asmos? The whole idea of grasping means that it's not the thing itself. It's only a teifus thing. It's a side note. I saw it today somewhere. Teifsim, what's actually teifsim? Teifsim means nicht de zachaling. It's the way I get it. Yeah, I saw it in the Psalm. Punkt today. It's the Maimer Pevov somewhere, yeah. Sukkos Pevov. Tafreish Pevov. I think I saw it there. That's the only thing I learned. Okay, fine. She says like this: "Gama the Rusul Libe in Teifus Ma'atzmus Mamish. What they lead to Ma'atzmus, so dafka they came with Shlach Rusul Libe. In order to grasp Atzmos, is only by doing mitzvahs after the Rusul Libe. Why? Oh, the key in Atzmos will move to calling. Since Atzmos is removed from anything, he actually says nothing will be able to grasp him. El idea rotzon shalei. The Atzmos, the only thing that you could grasp the Eibishter is by his will. The kivin shegamatz avatzvus, so that means mitzvahs. That's going to be able to be teivus deibishter. Kivin shegamatz, so that's when the shom rusid libi av rotzon adam. Since even the avatzvus which comes from etzman the shom is a will and desire of the person, ein nitzvus b'zatzvus mamish can never grasp the essence of the eibishter mamish. This is the advantage of Kabbalah Seil. Even the Kabbalah Seil gabi rusid libi, the rusid libi who rotzon adam. We learned this last week, which was going over. Rusul Libe is Ratzon Adam. Rusul Libe is the will of a person. He desires Now he says even more so. Not only Stanrus Lib is Rotzon Adam, but even when he has this will that he wants to connect with the Eibishter with Bittul. It's not that he wants it. Rather, the only reason he wants it is because the Eibishter wants. So even such a will is also the will of a person, which is a Metzias. Even that he's bottle, in other words, is also Yashmisha bottle, so to speak. So I mentioned there's a person involved. It's not only the Eibishter. He wants to connect to the Eibishter. He wants to do what the Eibishter wants. He explains in the orders over here, there's the Chaymer of the Rotzen and the Tzur of the Rotzen. He explains, let's see in the orders, there's what he wants and that he wants. What he wants, take a bittul, because he doesn't want for himself. He wants what the Eibishter wants. The Eibishter will all the Teirus. But since he wants it, that's the Chaymer. This is number 27. You can't run away from being a Metzias. Even how high he's going to reach is always he's there. Hello? Yeah, Dr. As opposed to the Kabbalah says, when a person has Kabbalah sil, which was the touch Kabbalah sil, it's not about what I want. As opposed to Ruslib is about the person's will. Kabbalah sil means even when it's not what I want, I'm still going to do it. He has to do what the Eibishter wants. That's not coming from him, it's coming from the Eibishter, which is machriach him to do what the Eibishter wants. Elo, here's the thing we were holding. Elo she'afal pikein. Although we're saying that the bittul of Kabbalah sil is so great, Gama bittul Kabbalah sil and tevs ba'atzmos mamish. Even the bittul of Kabbalah sil, which is higher than Rusad Libe, higher than Rusad Libe Neif, and that is not for himself, it's only for the Eibishter Yishlam Ritzeinei. Still, even that is not tevs and atzmos. Why, mamish? Why? This is going to explain. The only way to be tevs atzmos is not the Kabbalah sil. He needs the actual doing the Torah mitzvahs. Why? No. Kabbalah says the aved of the person. He's going to say. Since nothing has any value to the Eibishter, it's impossible to have something that should be taken to the Eibishter. Nothing has any value. Atzvus means that he's moved on Mikolin, like I said before. Yeah.
No, was
So
what does it mean?
Nicht Kabbalah sil for the mitzvahs, nor the mitzvahs allein.
The Kabbalah sil is the mitzvahs.
No, Kabbalah sil is the Aved of Kabbalah. Ich nehme auf sich gefühlt the Eibishter, no matter what, I'm going to do what the Eibishter wants. No. Afterwards, I'm going to do mitzvahs. That's going to be a tetzov in the Kabbalah sil, not the Kabbalah sil itself. The Kabbalah sil, the Aved of Kabbalah sil means. Yeah. This is the person's still here. He's doing some aveda. He's takalek chavek in gans. It's not about me. It's against my will. But it's not the Eibishter. That's what he says.
The mice alone is.
The mice is it's not about the thing. It's not because the mitzvah is valuable. That's why it has a twist in atzmus. Nothing but tevis atzmus. As I said before, it's possible there should be anything like B'tevis the Eibishter. Or they live the Atzmus, so Davka the Atzmus because the Eibishter decided to want it.
You can't have the same problem with mitzvahs?
That what?
Like, wow, I'm doing a mitzvah now.
It's not about wow, I'm doing it. It's not about me. It's not about me.
He could feel good. He could
feel happy. He could be excited. Very good. But we're speaking about the Etzem Kiyum Atayra mitzvahs. The Etzem Kiyum. There's two inyanim in every mitzvah. When you're speaking about Simcha became a mitzvahs or Kabbalah sil mitzvahs or the Rotzon Laisa mitzvah, there's the room the mitzvah, there's the Etzem mitzvah. Was will the Eibishter? Everything else, if I'll do it because the Eibishter wants it, then it becomes a Kiyum mitzvah. From them, because I'm a Kabbalah, because I want to be connected with Atzmos, That's already not. That's already me. That's already the person, which is not Atzmus. That's the Eibusher. You can't define, and nothing means anything for him. Only when he decides should be something. I think that's the pshat. V'zosh the kimater mitzvahs teifsim ba'atzmus. Ki ha-mitzvahs heim rotzen ha'atzmus. Hainu dezeh sh'ayitei ha-ter mitzvahs teifsim ba'atzmus. Hulei mitzvah miles ha-ter mitzvahs atzmum el lefisha rotzen ha'atzmus. It's not because of the mile of ter mitzvahs, rather it's only because the Eibusher wants it. If he wants it, he can make everything valuable. He made it, and how valuable? As valuable as he is. And the one that's moved to Mikolin decided that he wants to have a mitzvah. So now what's the value of the mitzvah? His value. So now he asks a question, if so, just doing mitzvahs is good. So what do I need? Why do I learn Chassidus? Why do I need to daven? Why do I have to make al tachonas? To make bittul, just the libbe, why do you need this? Like the v'zeh, shekim mitzvah is bittul, after l'gabi atzmus, bittul mitzvah him b'shovim mamish. L'gabi atzmus, no difference. Like the who, b'chdei, she'amshachas atzmus, she'adikim mitzvahs, ti begilui. In order that the amshachas atzmus that comes through mitzvahs should be in a revealed manner, therefore I need the bittul. Why? He's doing the mitzvah because he likes it. He wants to do it. Or more than that, he's the one doing it. That's a stir to the atzum of the Eibusher in his gala. So what should he do? When a person does mitzvah and it comes from his will, from his will, he decided he likes to do mitzvahs because he's going to connect with Eibusher, and even more so. He's not doing it to connect to the Eibusher. He's doing it because the Eibusher wants it should be done. In order that the Amshachas Atzmus happen through mitzvahs, doing mitzvahs should be in a revealed manner. When he has Kabbalah Sale before doing the mitzvahs, which means, even when I don't want to do it, I should do it anyways. That's what he explained in the order 28. Even a tzaddik which has no yetzer hara also could have such a bit of... Huh?
He doesn't answer why you should be the Usa the Liber. It comes to the Muskonas weiter and make the mitzvahs genau.
It's more than doing the mitzvah. You need to have Kabbalah Sale. Kabbalah Sale. Lei mitzvah Hashem tzaddik b'chashmayim momut lolav.
Yeah, he added. First he said.
He's saying the beginning of Daled was. Yeah.
Das ist a Meile. Was ist die Meile?
Das ist echt nicht gut.
Yes, das ist nicht Meile.
Yeah, even the Meile, even when he's doing it because not that I want it because the Eibusher wants it. Is echt nicht beseder because I want it. I want to do what the Eibusher wants. Yeah. Why Kabbalah Sale?
Was ist das Meile? Der Iker ist die Ton der Mitzvahs. Was ist das Ganze? Was ist der Arum?
Weil der Kavone ist doch, als er sein Drib Tachtein war lichtig gedirrt. Nicht nur am Schachs Ätzem, sondern sein Begili.
ist ja Meile.
Was macht aber Begili? Es ist ein Oxymoron. Es ist zu Afochim. Nein, seid, der Ätzem, was der Eibusher will, was der Eibusher will. Der Eibusher bittel mit sich, ist beschaffen Mamisch. Es ist nicht gegeben, was ich tue. Seht aber, der Eibusher will aber am sollen Herren.
Verstehen,
und der einzige, das soll treffen, muss sich weglegen den Ganzen.
Also wie Nase will nicht mal sagen, in anderen Wörtern. Tu, und später verstehen, was something like this, you know?
Tun her, was man tut, ob es das aber was verstehen ich nicht, ist das weil viel sehr kommt doch aus, dass ich ist der Kabbalah Sale und Kabbalah Sale und dann Mitzvahs. Was darf sein, was ist die Liebe bekommen?
Aber das darf angeben sagen, das sagt er, sei. Auf Schuros und Atzmus, ist auch gewöhnt, das sagt er, no, das sagt er. Schuh im Kaisam ist der Herrgisch am Ziel. Wo ist das? Das sagt er. Der sehr schalidea der aber Mitzvah Stefsin bei Atzmus, lehnt es einmal aus der Tür. Das ist Schuros und Atzmus,
Elf ist schon Atzmus, stop. Das ist Tevis Atzmus, und was kommt Tevis Atzmus? Weil das will der Eberste. Ich fragte Akasha, von was ihr seht, auf sein Bittel. Und das hebt sich an der Größe der Liebe. Und später das führt zu, I guess, führt zu Kabbalah Seel. Weil der Größe der Liebe, ich sag früher, der Tetzah von noch Größe der Liebe ist, will dann der Eberste Mitzvahs bei der Kabbalah Seel. Bald, ich will mit Kasha in Zaatzmus. Zaatzmus, der einzige, was das tun, ist durch Ton Mitzvahs bei der Kabbalah Seel. Sucht dem Eibischen allein. Nicht, weil es ist gewaltig, weil es ist a flaw there and so. Sucht dem Eibischen auf dem Eibischen. Das ist the bottom line. Der Fall davon kommt nicht, was über das Leben durch weil
the bottom line comes to a person that doesn't have this agosheichet.
Was tut glatt, als Eber sagt, ich poschut, sagt, ich poschut, da gegen Pschitz Gut. Hat Pschittes, tut, weil der Eibische will, aber is bottle. Doch great Tom was dem schon.
Iba guck, Eid von 60 Jahren macht Bris, ja?
Ja.
Versteht, was Bris ist?
No.
Versteht gar nicht. Aber tut das von beim, dass du den Rest des Sims und sie mal, was das Atzmus.
Yes.
Das ist was besonders, ja?
Right.
Eine, was macht er mit, und versteht ihr, sagt was?
Is ach so.
No, es ist so. How do you look at it? Weil da guckt du ist, als etzem Sach von Kabbalas, also ich darf sagen, dass nicht anders von der Zeit.
Und tut mit durch dem, jemand hat etzem Begili. Aber Tom, nur Kabbalas wird nicht haben damit. Nur die Mitte wird sein Begili.
Einer, was hat Kabbalas und Mitzvah. Einer, was macht die Mitzvah.
Ungarnischt? Wird sein am Schoch setzen. Aber es ist sein Begili. Necessarily. Eber ist Bottle.
Als ein Mensch. Sie sagen, kann man
Sie sagen Briss,
ein Briss, ein Mensch macht so 50, 60 Jahre alter Mensch.
Sag ich
macht ein Briss. Mit dem Film sie sagen, nicht funktioniert, nicht Kasch, Gott, nicht Gott, aber das, was geht um die Mitzvah.
Sie hebt
You
ihm
can't
auf.
explain it.
Sind dort das Gilead.
Also ich meine, no, weil ein Mensch was versteht.
Ist alt Mugel, alt der Fähre sein Havana. Da will doch haben soll ja verstehen. Ja, kommen
Ja,
zu.
das sag ich so. Okay, wie weit darfst du weiter so?
No, I'm just curious about something else. So Bittul and Tzitz are the same thing. Like I mean,
Atzmis, aber von da sind, why do you need Bittul?
but if someone puts on tefillin only because I don't know, because whatever, he's not interested, he'd only do the Skaria or whatever, you know? Really, like mama's for the wrong
Mit
reason.
Samash Melamada?
No, whatever, I don't know,
Yeah,
for the
they
wrong
say-
reason.
I don't know,
But
yeah.
mama's, he's still bringing Mashiach. Like
He's Mamsh Chatzim.
He's still Mamsh.
He's Mamsh Chatzim. Aber it's not Begili.
Okay.
And in Mele, it's not the Kavanah.
It's also not Begili if he's doing it.
No,
for other
if he's
reasons.
doing it with Kabbalah sale, then it'll be Begili. That's what he's saying here.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's I'm
This
saying,
old child, is a
wow.
Misnagdim gonna make the... And I will put some... Okay.
No child, what is it?
And do you need Chassidus in order to make Dirv Tachtenim? Do you need Chassidus to make Dirv Tachtenim, or you can do Dirv Tachtenim without Chassidus? That's the question. So according to this, it looks like you need a lot of Chassidus. You need to have Grisses a lot. You need to have Bittul to give you Kabbalah, to reveal the Rus of the Liebe. Like we learned in the other Maimer, that in order to marry feelings of Yichide, it's through Naran. Like we learned in Vishachas. Okay. והנה ידוע, שני העניון בבן ועבד, there's two concepts of בן ועבד, הם בדרך כלל בלימוד התורה בקיום המצוות. That's known. From where? From some of us. Fine. From common things. Pashtas Kima mitzvah is like an Eved, and Ben is learning. He's closer to the, in a way he's closer. Yichnifla. Wuli Shlemer Bir, but there's the Rebbe, there's explanation, there's the Chili ben Ben Levet, who The Eved who bought the Laden, the Eved is puts himself aside for the master. In Benhu shemetziyu sehu av. He doesn't put himself aside. His metzius is the father. He is the father. He doesn't put himself aside to the father. He likes the father. He enjoys the father. That's who he is. Whatever the father wants, that's what the child wants. Like the father's seichel says is right, the child's seichel also says is right. Yeah, so when male comes in, that's his mitzias. His mitzias, he is the father, like the father. Fine. These two concepts of ben ve'eved by every Jew is revealed by learning Torah and doing mitzvahs. Why? So he explains it. When a person does mitzvahs, so why is he doing the mitzvah? We just explained before. It's in order to do what the Eibishter wants in a way of Kabbalah Sil. No matter what, whether I like it or not, I'm doing what the Eibishter wants. That reveals the Eved. Why? Because the Eved means that I put myself aside. So here he's putting himself aside. He's not doing what he wants, he's doing what the Eibishter wants. But then opposed to learning Torah, it has to be with understanding. You have to really understand what you're learning. It says the difference in Tesh B'Sav, Tesh B'Alpeh. Yeah, Tesh B'Sav you can learn even L'Yoda Ma'Komer, but Tesh B'Alpeh have to understand that his understanding should be fitting to the Chacham of the Eibishter. Mizgal Ben Shabbat, that reveals the Ben which within the person. That's the beer of the Rebbe, the Chiluk of Ben Ve'eved. That's Limud HaTorah and Kima Mitzvahs. Dr. Vishleisiv, the Gam, Zeshab Psak Din, the Odom Eis Batir, Sochlis Kfiav and Nosi, the Odom. Even when we say that the Psak Din of the person learning Torah has to be according to his understanding, why? Because the Torah Leiba Shamayim, you can't just rely, this is what it says, he has to understand it when it says, Ina Ben Shabisro. This comes from the Ben. That means his Metzius has to demand what the Seichel of the Father, what the Eibishter is. Where do we see this? How could they win him over? Because they're the children of the Eibishter, which means in general, the sheish of a child, it comes from the essence of the father, higher than the kirch sagluim. Since they're Yidden are rooted in the Eibishter himself, higher than the Kutsha Brichu, higher than the Eibishter is called Kutsha Brichu. Kutsha Brichu is the Eibishter removed from the world, but the Eibishter himself is beyond saying he's removed from the world. He is. Doesn't have to be removed from something. He just is. And that's where the Yid is rooted in the essence of the Eibishter. Therefore, they could know and understand the essence of the Torah, the way it's rooted in the Atzmos, higher than the love of Torah, they came into Kutsha Brichu. So this is what he's saying, that a person could paskin in Torah the way he understands, and even in such a way that it says Nitzchuni Bonan Nitzchuni. Where's the Maimer Azal?
It's not the Mor, this is Torah.
This is Torah. Torah means Bonai. Huh? This is the Torah. You learn Torah and even from Nitzchuni Bonan Nitzchuni. Huh? Paris Kedem was there in love and Suffolk. That's what the Eibishter said. Rabbi Chaim said that's from that Gemara. Why didn't they bring a man and walk a vase? Okay, fine. Okay, we say that. So he's saying basically that it's the Seichel Adam is masim to the Etzem Av. Fine. Sivov, והנה נסף לשני עניינים לבן ועבד, יש עדים בעבד הסודום, קיום המצווס. Besides the two עניינים לבן ועבד, which that is Kabbalah Seil, that's the Eved, and the Ben is that is Metzius, is like the father. there's the bittul of the child, then there's the metzius of the child. It becomes the bittul of the Eved and the metzius of the Ben. So yesh edin b'avedis adam kima mitzvahs. Very interesting how he divides these inyanim. And not only there's Ben the Eved, there's also kima mitzvahs. Commission is barel sev dalet. The bekima mitzvahs in kima mitzvahs gufa there's shnei inyanim. Habitul the Kabbalah sale. Shebekima mitzvah, then there's Bekima mitzvah atzma. There's the bittul Kabbalah sale doing the mitzvah, the bittul that he has, that he's ready to do whatever he's told, no matter what. Then there is, even if it's against his will, and then there's the doing of the mitzvah itself. So the Kima mitzvah atzma rotzna atzmus. And we explained before in Sif Dalid that when is the Amshach Za'etzem, when you have atzmus, dafka by doing the mitzvah itself, which that is rotzna atzmus, that's something that the Eibishter wants. Because the only way to get atzmus is by doing something that he wants. In order that the Amshach Za'etzem should be in a revealed manner, only when he does in a way of Kabbalah Sil, Eved, like a servant. Bashleim is the Inyan Zeh. In order to have this concept of doing mitzvahs in the way of Kabbalah Sil, Shkim will be Shuma Vukish. How does he come to this level of Kiyama mitzvahs without any Mevukish? Well, only the conversation of that's the din of Eved, he has to first have Atzmis, then he comes to Kabbalah Sil, then he has Kiyama mitzvahs. That's the three levels, the three inyonim. They said, yeah? So there's Ben brings to Eved, and that brings to Eved is Kabbalah Sil, and then that brings to Kiyama mitzvahs. So B'derech Klal, he says, Ben the Eved is limit atir of Kiyama mitzvahs. Now he explains that Ben is Rusud Libe, and Eved is Kabbalah Sil, and Kiyama mitzvahs is a third thing. Yeah? Shleima, it doesn't say. It speaks about Hava Atzmus and Kabbalah. That leads Kiyama mitzvahs, and then that leads to Kabbalah. So then there's Kiyama mitzvahs. I don't know if that says in Salov. I think the Rebbe they divided it so much. So I think so. This is V'Shleimer. He's learning the Rebbe, the Friedrich Rebbe's Maimer. He's being with Daik in every word. Now the Rebbe is going to say to connect with the B'Ramas. The Gimel Yonim Eila Hein Gimel Yonim the Chochma Tshuva U'Maisim Tevim. The Chochma Teira Uyim Ben can also say. This is the connection of Rusad Lipa with Ben, with Chochma. Because the Nakud is that he's Seichel's massive to the Eibishter, he wants what the Eibishter wants. That's Tshuva. On the other hand, it's Tshuva. Shin Yono Shalom Yetzim is Batum Tzuz Kanal base, while Derech in the Kabbalah Sil. It's like the concept of Kabbalah Sil Eved. Why? Because he's not doing what he wants. He's doing his forced, no matter what, going out of himself. Ma'asim Tevim Hey Ma Mitzvahs Atzum Rotzna Atzmas. Fine. So now we have what Chochma Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim are. So now we can understand. We can already smell where he's heading. Tachlis Chochma Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim, we can know where he's going. If Chochma is Ben, and he said already it's Rusad Libe, and Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim is Eved and Kiyama mitzvahs, and one leads to the other, so you could say Tachlis Chochma Tshuva Ma'asim Tevim. Just the Chori, you could say the Vaila. We'll see where he's going to get it in the Maimer, how he's going to learn in the Maimer of the Pale. Just saying. Fine. Now we said this word, in Pirush HaYadua Ba'aloshon Tshuva U'Maisim Tevim. It's no one saying, what's the Pshat Tshuva U'Maisim Tevim? We always say, Yom Shachar Tshuva U'Maisim Tevim B'Elam Hazeh. That Shaydei Tshuva, Naisim HaMaisim, Maisim HaMitzvahs, Maisim Tevim U'Mirim. When a person has Tshuva, then Maisim become Maisim Tevim U'Mirim. Namshoch Hasa Atzmas. He be'ikir B'Kiyama mitzvahs Maisim Tevim. V'lei ba'bitul the tshuva the Kabbalah Sil. When does a person have atzmis dafka by maisim, not by kabbalah and tshuva? Ela shabechdei sham maisim yu maisim tevim umeirim. In order that it should happen, that the maisim sham shochas atzmis b'am ti begiloi, that such meirim tevim umeirim, that they shine, and why they abitul the tshuva of kabbalah sale, that's through having first tshuva and kabbalah sale. So tshuva maisim tevim means idea tshuva maisim tevim umeirim. When is he going to have Gilead, and when he does the mitzvah, it will have first Kabbalah Sil. Fine. Where are we holding the time-wise? No chaos? Okay. V'hinei, says the Rebbe, Agam she'yinei skateiro hu she'metzius shelo adam avon masog shelo yiti behasen la'teire. So l'chur, it's all about his metzius. So at least now he's going to take us a step further. We would think till now that Ben Metzius is Teira, yeah. In Teira you have to have bittul. Eilo shel Teira, Ulo shel Teira. V'zeu shomer azal, this Chazal tell us, when a person learns 101 times, he's Eved Hashem. Everything's a mitzvah. The question is, why is he?
אז לעולם תאיר, דווקא לעולם תאיר. זה החלק from Kabbalah Sale.
So that's what he's calling. He's calling it Kabbalah Sale. So da Kabbalah Sale in lernen. Darf wegen von sich.
Weil das ist eine Mitzvah.
Du sagst bechla lernen Tee ist eine Mitzvah. Das ist Kima Mitzvah. Fragst du Shaila, Adit Shaila. Also lechur was sagt das Kabbalah Sale. Lechur ist Mamish Mitzvah Mamish. Okay, mal sehen. Fische bepam zu hayesed mishal tiv or geluse shgam fische. That's why it says in the day mishal pik me pom mishal pik me pom ve'achad. Fische pam zu hayesed mishal tiv or geluse. When he learns the extra time, he goes against his nature. Shgam which that's what it's supposed to be. Shgam betei tzachus habitul devet. Even learning Teira, it's not about understanding. It's not about having my mitzvahs, my ben. It's more about putting myself aside in Teira. What does this mean? That you have to have this both things together. When do we say that there's two parts to the person? Or is a ben, or is a eved? That's only true in the neshama the way it came down here. This is neshama k'mei shebaba hamshacha is not such a low level. It could be baba hamshacha in atzilus. But sheish neshama k'mei shebaba ba'atzmus mamish shnei yom shebo him chad. Over there they're both one. Beside the ben shebe and the eved shebe is one and the same thing. In the ben is a eved, in the eved is a ben. How could that be? Why not? Everything could be. There's no how things are. His metzius is the Eibishter, he puts himself aside for the Eibishter. They're both happening simultaneously. In Atzmis, it's not two things. It's not other Teira, other mitzvahs. Atzmis is not put together from things. It's all him. Since they're both one and the same thing, that's the biur to why you have to have the bittul of Eved and learn Teira. Learn Teira. He's doing a ben. Let him do ben. No. You have to have Eved. You have to have bittul. Why do you have to have bittul? Because in Teira, b'shorsha amiti, it's one thing with mitzvahs. If I would only learn Teira in the way of ben, I'll be a metzius, I would be massing my head to the Rebbe's way of thinking. That would be only connected to the Teira the way it's Bamshocha, which over there Shatei is nice to Shnei Yonim. Over there Shatia is Kashas be'etzem Teira Commission Mosheches Ba'atzmos. If I want to connect the Teira the way it's rooted in Atzmos, Shashom Teira is the same Chad. Over there Teira are one. The only way to do that, is through the fact that in his learning Teira he has both concepts. There's the one hand, the Teira Lei B'Shamaymi. Teira is not in the heavens, it's given over to him. It doesn't seem he doesn't care about what the Baskel says. He's going to pass it the way he understands it. That is Metzias the Ben. It's a Metzias the Ben. Puts himself. He's here. He's here b'chol hateikif, and he has to be here. At the same time, he's learning Torah in a way of El Torah. He has Kabbalah Sale. He has the yoke of Torah. They learned more than 100 times, 101 times. Why? Because it's not about him learning. It's about doing what the Eibishter wants. It's about putting himself aside for the Eibishter. Let's go one more paragraph.
Interesting. Here they do put the Marabaku.
Where image comes Baskel.
And it's there. And by 9, it's quoted in Schonibidi. I don't know what that means.
Maybe that's why they didn't cite it before. I don't know.
What's that? It's really one.
In Atzmos, Torah and mitzvahs is one akudah. The Eibishter will mitzvahs. The Eibishter wants to has Torah.
Just a guide on the mitzvahs. Like is that?
It's more than that. It's more than that. That's even now here also, down here also. But l'chura, thinking
So what?
in what state? Also, but how could there be one thing? How could there be two things? How could there be one thing? Atzmos is keil hakil. Atzmos has everything. It's not a bunch of things together, put together. Because he's beyond anything, can any description. He has everything. True. He's mushlam hakil, u'memela neis hakil. Yeah, as they say in Chassidus. So Mela, if you can define him, everything is there. He has side mitzvahs of Ben, side mitzvahs of Eved, and they work together. We can't do Magdas on the Eibishter. You can't define the Eibishter. The Eibishter just is. Not a certain way. If it's a certain way, it's not the Eibishter. It's not lotion like this. It's Chassidus. I know it's a good dogma for this. It says in Chassidus that the Eibishter, the Kel Deis Havayda, das El in das Tacht. The question is, what's the reality? Is the world Klochshiv or the world of Metzias? Is das Tacht Lamata Yesh or Lamata Ayin? What is it? Is the world of Metzias or not? How am I supposed to see the world? That's the Shaila in Chassidus. The Mizmor will say that in the Ches. He answers, the Eibishter is Tachta Shleimus. The Eibishter is beyond any description. The Eibishter is beyond any description. B'meila, he's Neis HaFochim. It's both true. And he says more than that. He says, Tachta Shleimus has to be Neis HaFochim. There's no Neis HaFochim, it's not Tachta Shleimus. It's not him. It's not Tachta Shleimus, it has to be Neis HaFochim. It's supposed to be explanation. It's this because he's Neis HaFochim, therefore he has both things together. So even though one hand is Metzias, one hand is Bittul, they both simultaneously exist. Okay, wie viel das sagen? 20 Zuschauer?
It's time to stop.
Ah?
It's time to stop.
Okay, we'll stop.
I got haste.
Okay,
do next
come on,
time.
Shabbos.